Sometimes it's quick to write a piece of work, and sometimes it takes a while. There's been moments in my own experience where there's something that was really precious to me, but because so much time has passed, I feel a little disconnected from it. Yet I still have this desire to finish it. Looking back at your career, have you ever had experiences like that where there's a work that you really want to get to, but you just feel so disconnected from it?
There have been, I mentioned a few minutes ago that my early books were all written on a typewriter. And then actually, The Giver was the first book that I wrote on a computer, or what I thought was a computer. My daughter, who at the time worked at MIT, told me, "Mom, you should be using a computer." And so I bought something. It was very expensive. This was 1992. It was very large, it was very noisy, it was very expensive, and I thought it was a computer, but it was actually a word processor.
Mhm.
And the noisy printer would spit out paper that I had to tear apart. I don't know if you remember those. The pages were all connected, and you tore the pages apart. At any rate, at some time shortly thereafter, I did get a real computer. And back in the earlier days, when I used a typewriter, I didn't have the capacity that I then began to have with a computer to store partially written works. I mean, you could keep pieces of paper, of course, but now I could. It took me a while to figure out how to use a computer, and then I realized I could have these folders, and I could put my beginnings of a manuscript in there, and there it would be. And I could go back in a year or 5 years or 10 years, and it would still be there. And I began to do that because I often have ideas or fragments of things that when I start working on them, they disappear, they dissipate. And I've learned to keep those. And some of those I have gone back to after even some years, and others are still waiting in various files located in my computer in a folder called All My Stuff. There it is. And some of them will die when I do, and somebody will take my computer and scrub it clean, and those things will be gone. But others have waited there for me. And maybe when I started them, the time wasn't right, and then times change, and it becomes the right time for them.